money to play wrong, tell me write the song, yeah. I gotta set the fast. When I'm in the crowd, listen exercise. For the day you die, you gon' touch the sky. You gon' touch the sky, baby girl, testify. When I'm in the crowd, listen exercise. For the day you die, you gon' touch the sky. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, you gon' serve it. Moving still like moving in the third. Yeah, like kids, I'm river on the curb.
Fans, welcome to Knight Field on the campus of Illinois Wesleyan University for today's College Conference of Illinois and Wisconsin Tournament quarterfinal between the 5th-seeded Thunder of Wheaton College and the number 4 seed, your Illinois Wesleyan Titans. At this time, we would like to recognize the all-conference student athletes who are competing in today's contest. From Wheaton College, on the second team, it's Leah Harris. On the first team, Lily Lindquist.
From Illinois Wesleyan, on the second team, Bree Corday. Also on the second team, Ava Mapes. And on the first team, Liza Wiley.
But I still feel possessed as a gun charge. To come as correct as a porn star. And the dress test, that's my best one call. I represent the first. Now let me in my verse right where the hands are. Like, I gotta check the side. When I'm in the crowd, listen exercise. On the day you die, you gon' touch the sky. You gon' touch the sky, baby girl, testify. When I'm in the crowd, listen exercise. For the day you die, you gon' touch the sky.
expecting a relatively low-scoring affair, so one goal may do it. We're going to step aside right now for the introduction of the starting lineups.
First, the visitors from Wheaton. Number 3, Hannah Lindberg. Number 4, Brooke Ittersagen. Number 5, Lauren Walmer. Number 6, Annika Lindquist. Number 7, Kala Strong. Number 8, Lily Lindquist. Number 16, Cami Tofflin. Number 18, Olivia Martin. Number 18, number 25, Leah Harris. Number 27, Emily Satron. And at goalkeeper, number 00, it's Leah Rowe. The Thunder are coached by Patrick Gilliam and assisted by Jeannie Nielsen. Now, the starters for your Illinois Wesleyan Titans. Number 3, sophomore captain Ellen Dahlquist. Number 7, freshman Emma Henry. Number 16, senior captain Breed Cordray. Number 19, sophomore Kira Robinson. Number 23, junior Sophie Lampert. Number 6, sophomore Maddie Harris. Number 10, senior Jenna Gravitt. Number 17, senior Kaylee Kuru. Number 22, sophomore Taylor Hahn. Number 24, sophomore Liza Wiley. And starting at goalkeeper, number 98, sophomore Vanessa Gray. The Titans are coached by Oz Bakerton, assisted by Hush Bakerton, Ron Smith, and Kaylin Biederman. The College Conference of Illinois and Wisconsin and all of its members promote good sporting behavior by student athletes, coaches, and fans. We request your cooperation in supporting the student athletes and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, derogatory comments, or other intimidating actions directed at student athletes, officials, team representatives, or other fans will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal. The CCIW has many traditions, but bad behavior isn't one of them. We appreciate your cooperation in creating a safe and positive game environment. Respect, it's the name of the game. And now for the national anthem.
So that takes care of the starting lineups and the national anthem. As we get ready to get underway here in the opening rounds in the CCIW Women's Soccer Tournament. Wheaton enters today's game with only 16 goals on the season in 17 matches, so just under a goal per game average. Leading scorer Lily Lindquist with 4. But the player to watch, of course, Olivia Martin in the midfield. She'll help run that midfield. She scored 3 goals this year, so almost 50% of the scoring coming through Lindquist and Martin. And Martin will try to really pull the strings today for the Thunder to create those scoring opportunities. For the Titans, leading scorer Kira Robinson back in the lineup. She leads the way with 7. Liza Wiley with 6, but Ava Mapes out with an injury today. She has scored 5 on the year. But the key to watch is Vanessa Gray and that Titan defense. Vanessa stepping in early in the season, not initially recruited as a goalkeeper at Illinois Wesleyan. But when the need arose, Vanessa stepped into goal and has really helped to solidify that Titan defense down the stretch. The Titans have scored 36 goals in their 18 matches, so scoring 2 per game. And it's really going to be about that Titan defense. They've allowed just under 2 per game, so it's been tight margins for the Titans, and you've seen that in some 1-0 results or 2-1 results. So expect these two teams to really fight hard, to look for that goal, and then try to maybe lean on their defenses a little bit to make that lead stand up. It's about 48 degrees here at Nice Field, so not the worst weather that you could have for central Illinois on the 1st of November. Feels like temp is about 43, and there's a wind of about 9 to 10 miles an hour coming from the west, and what that means for you on the stream is for the teams headed to the right side of your screen, they'll have a little bit of a helping wind behind them. So you might see the ball get held up for teams going to the left a little bit. Again, the wind not really gusting, nothing real substantial to talk about, but a slight helping wind for the teams going from left to right. And we'll start it off here with Wheaton controlling and setting up from the back. Early attack for the Titans on the turnover as they come down to Lampert on this left side. She'll cross with the left foot. The ball's open there and cleared off the line at the last second. That ball was just toe poked there. Robinson had gotten her foot to it, and it appeared like it was going in and cleared off the line at the back. Looked like maybe it was Brooke Ittersagen that got her foot in there to clear off the line. So early warning shot from the Titans. Golden opportunity to go up 1-0, but that Thunder defense responds with a great play. Robinson now trying to apply some pressure as they force Wheaton to the far side. Lindbergh under control, back to the keeper. And Wheaton will try the other side. Lampert able to get a foot on it. Robinson applying some pressure on the right side. Ball off of Wheaton for an Illinois Wesleyan throw. Taylor Hahn will leave it. And now it's Wiley on the ball. Wiley able to work around. Great cross into the middle. Foot on the ball and a save by Rowe. So the Titans early on with 2 shots on goal already. Not enough power on that shot to really beat Rowe, but great cross from Wiley to put it in a dangerous position. Ball out of bounds on the near side here. Will be a throw to Wheaton. Lindquist with the throw, and now she'll control here at midfield. Step in by Wiley. Now Cetron with the ball. Plays off a short pass, and they'll go to the far side. Walmer now with it. As that ball heads over the end line, it's going to be an early corner for the Thunder. Looks to be Walmer that's going to be setting it up. As the Wheaton will run this play, they've got 4 players on the goal line. Titans appear to be man marking in the box. And that travels out of bounds onto the top of the goal for an Illinois Wesleyan goal kick. Titans will build out of the back. Searching for Robinson on the near sideline. She'll hold up there. Finds Carew in the middle of the field. Now back to Cordray. Ball comes back across now for Harris. Harris up the touchline. Deflected out of bounds for a Wesleyan throw. Robinson again, good hold-up play. She'll search to connect with somebody, but good defensive play there by Harris as she's able to stifle Robinson's pass. Cordray cleaning up on the far side. But Kayla Strong wins it back for Wheaton. They'll bring it back and reload. Pass finds Strong again in the middle of the field. Early cross, but that will head to Gray. Lampert now attacking along the near sideline, trying to get that cross off. She's got a good strong left foot. And that is defended well by Lindquist. Ball travels out for an Illinois Wesleyan throw. Harris will come up to take the throw for the Titans. Crossed into the box, nobody there for the Titans. And the Thunder away with it quickly, looking to counter. Far side is open. Lily Lindquist makes a decision to carry it. Lindquist now with an opening to shoot. And just behind Cordray, couldn't tell if that caught a piece of her or not. May have slowed it down there for Gray. Wheaton had an opportunity to switch the fields there to the far side early on. Now a turnover in midfield, Wiley on it. She'll find Lampert. Lampert plays it back to Harris. And off a Wheaton foot for a Wesleyan throw-in. Now building from the back once again. And again, they found Lindquist there in the middle of the field. Dangerous player to watch. She makes a good run off the ball, gets it back. Looking for Walmer. Tries to play the ball through. And that's going to result in another Wheaton corner. We'll see. Oh, looks like the side official, the assistant, indicated corner, but goal kick awarded by the center official. Ball finds its way to Robinson up top, hold up play. She's got Lampert out wide, she finds her. Lampert now will try to make a move, takes it inside this time. Now attacking on the outside, and that ball is defended well by Harris. Now a turnover here at the top of the box to Wheaton as they'll look to quickly counter the other way. Numbers not in their favor right now as Martin holds it up. Now finds Walmer on the outside. Ball out for an Illinois Wesleyan throw. Martin on it again. Able to find with a nice pass into the middle and a hard shot punched away by Gray there. Really nice strike from Kayla Strong. As Wiley comes away with it for the Titans. Long ball up top again, looking to target Robinson early. As Liza turns with the ball now and turns on the afterburners, finds Lampert on the near side. Ball deflected off the Wheaton defender, but Rowe able to come and collect. She finds Walmer here on the near side. Walmer looking up, and it's again to Martin. Hammered out by Henry, but right to the Wheaton defense. Lampert to the wrong side for Robinson. Wiley unable to get there. Back near side to Walmer. Searches the middle, unable to connect. And a long ball into the channel. Sagan's going to get there first. Early on, Wheaton showing good patience. As Taylor Hahn looks to come in, steals the ball on the errant pass from the Thunder, waits for some tight numbers to get up there. Hahn now looking to make a move. Gravitt now on the ball in the box. Right-footed cross. Knocked away by Wheaton. Dahlquist now on the ball. Back to Hahn. Hahn with a right-footed cross. Off the thigh of Robinson, and Liza Wiley took a big whack at it over the top of the goal. Be a goal kick for Wheaton. Wheaton methodically building from the back, finding some good space, especially here on this near side and in the center of the pitch. Illinois Wesleyan's attack right now really seems to be aimed at targeting Kira Robinson up top, having her hold up play, and then look for the wingers. She's connected mostly with Lampert in the early going. Haven't seen as much of the attacking on the far side. But you can get a good sense of the game plan for each team and how they were hoping to attack here, and that's created a handful of good chances for each team. Just about 10 minutes in. Battle on this near side, out for a Wheaton throw. Wheaton will collect again. Sagan. Pressure there from Martin. She got attention from two Titans. And now Cordry with control in the back. She'll play long down the sideline. As Robinson creates the pressure. Hahn able to pick it up, but Robinson was in an offside position. Better decision there may have been for Hahn just to hold it. They had a 2-on-1. It's difficult for players. Sometimes they see that wide open player, but they're wide open for a reason when they're behind that back line of defense. And Rowe will come up to restart play for the Thunder. Shots are 3-2 in favor of the Titans, with both teams with shots on goals, 2 shots on goals apiece. Lampert battles in the middle. Falls to Harris. She's harassed by 2 Wheaton players and is able to get it down the line. Sagan's going to chase it back. Robinson up to pressure as they try to force Wheaton to the middle. And Wheaton calmly across the back line. As they find Setrin in the midfield. Back again to Lindbergh. And pressure from Taylor Hahn on the far side, out of bounds to Wheaton. Both these teams battling for the pleasure of taking on North Central College, the #1 seed in the CCIW Women's Tournament. So the team that proves victorious today will head up to Naperville on Wednesday for a CCIW tournament semifinal. Throw in finds Martin. Again, Wheaton likes to try to find her in that offensive third if they can. Walmer now has stepped inside. She finds Lindquist. Cordray on the defense. Ball's toe poked out by Henry. Only as far as Ittersagen. And now it's Martin on the outside as she'll look to cross. Ball finds its way in, but controlled there by Cordray. Cordray now looking for an outlet. And a good step by the Wheaton defense again. As that ball went across the touchline before being cleared up the field by Wiley. Got a first substitution of the match as number 21 for Wheaton enters. That's Claire Binder. And she's going to replace Annika Lindquist. See if that's a tactical substitution or about 15 minutes in as Lindquist talking with Coach Patrick Gilliam right now. So they may be looking to change things up tactically. Doesn't look like Lindquist has any type of injury. Free kick now for the Titans. Going to be taken by Henry.
Are you able to like Google things? Are you getting the connection?
As the ball travels out, Walmer unable to keep it in. Titans with a throw.
Did you close it and reopen it?
Hold up play by Robinson again. Foul whistle there. Free kick for the Thunder.
Maybe. I'm not sure because it definitely should run on Wi-Fi.
Just kicked her right in the shin.
Yeah.
Short side to Ittersagen. Hounded by Lampert. And results in a Titan throw.
Yeah, maybe just try that, I guess.
Headed out by Lampert.
I mean, I would think that their Verizon hotspot would be better than that, but if it happens to be...
Never feels good to take one of those, especially not on a cold day. Lampert shrugs it off. Walmer with the ball. She'll play it back to Ittersagen. Looking for an outlet. Back to Walmer. Cut inside. Harris able to take it away, and now the Titans have it. Robinson with it. She'll look to play a big switch, but it catches Lindquist on the back. Fortunate bounce for the Thunder. But now that pass to the far side is going to travel out of bounds. Majority of the play has been on this near touchline.
I remember that.
So one of the few attacks now headed down the right. Taylor Hahn pulling away. She'll look to center to the middle. Can't find Robinson. Ball cleared out by Wheaton. Harris with it. As Lampert now looks to make something happen on the wing. 1v1 into the corner. Lampert pulls it back. Harris now with a left-footed in-swinger. Or out-swinger, actually. And now it's Martin 1v1. And the ball taken away there by Henry on some nice defense, but given away looking for Lampert. Now a deep ball that's going to find its way all the way back to Rowe.
When I checked, I was like, it's there, I see it. But
We've kind of settled into a little bit of a box-to-box stalemate here with both teams attacking. But the defense is making it hard to find golden opportunities.
did it even let you log in?
Cordray is going to collect on the far side, play it across to Gray.
Close out a production truck again and reopen it.
And Walmer's going to come up with pressure on Harris.
Quick production truck, it like tries opening two.
Tries to find Lampert.
It gives me
Sniffed out by Ittersagen, but then out of bounds. And a throw in for the Titans. Martin defended by Harris well. Lampert now with it, unable to maintain possession. Martin now looking for an outlet.
It's weird that it won't even let you log on.
And Sophie Lampert very active on this near side.
Hot spot, see? Maybe that thing just is horrible. I don't know.
Foul whistled right there for a push, as the Titans have a free kick. Henry lining it up.
No, you're good. It's kind of important.
Ball headed away
Just, wish.
by Lily Lindquist.
Why?
Titan throw that Harris will come up to take.
Yeah, I mean, you'd think that would be a fluke.
Lampert stepping in as the ball travels out of bounds again. It's gotten congested here on this near sideline. A lot of bodies making it difficult to string anything together. Harris will send it to the middle, but defended again very well by Wheaton. Back to Lampert, near side. She'll find Wiley. Wiley's going to go all the way back to Cordray. Cordray surveys the field. She's going to go far side switch to Taylor Hahn as the ball travels out of bounds.
I've got one option, I guess. It's called OBS. So if you go to that streaming computer and just search that, I'm not sure if that computer has a tone or not, though. And I'm honestly not sure how it works.
Throw into Robinson, shields it. Got two Wheaton defenders to beat. Gets the cross off. It's a good one. Lampert there. Ball falls down. Wheaton able to clear.
Oh, you're cutting out really bad. What'd you say?
Far side now, Dahlquist with some work to do. Cordray now is going to serve it back up into the box. Spinning ball. Comes off the Wheaton defender and now centrally to Wiley. He's going to line one up and give it a go. But an easy one for Rowe to handle. Not a bad idea from Wiley. She can certainly shoot from that distance, but couldn't really get any momentum behind that strike.
Yeah, so just to have him see if the computer has OBS then.
Looks like the official calling
It's
a
called OBS.
stop and play there. I think that was for Liza Wiley, who had taken a little bit of a knock in the head after that head ball.
Yep.
Played out wide to Hahn, looking for some help. She's going to get it in the form of Dahlquist. Dahlquist down that right side. And ball travels out of bounds. Dahlquist quickly back in. She finds Gravitt. And Illinois Wesleyan with their first corner of the day. It's going to be Bree Cordray lining up over this one. Nope. I think that's Gravitt, Jenna Gravitt on that far side. Good cross coming in over the top. Lampert trying to get to it. Unable to get a foot on the ball there. Lampert still down in the box. Dahlquist now has switched to this side during the corner. She'll stay on this near side as she'll recover now. Wheaton now making their counter and picked off there in the middle by Carew. Walmer now to Martin. Martin quickly closed on in the middle of the field. And Lampert with the step, but back to the Wheaton defense. Harris now being hounded, able to clear up the line. Going to be taken by Leah Harris for the Thunder. And back across to Hannah Lindberg.
I have no idea. No. It would be if you go to the top left corner.
Near side to Ittersagen. She's going to try the middle of the field.
It'll say about.
Carew is there.
And it'll say there.
Now Liv Martin, cleared out by Dahlquist. Now a foot race. As Taylor Hahn able to get there, but unable to control. Throw to Wheaton.
They don't have like any regular Wi-Fi, just the hotspot.
Dahlquist controls now. To Carew. Unable to find Lampert there. Two Thunder defenders. Titans now not finding Robinson quite as cleanly as they were. Throw in for the Titans on the far side. Trying to find Wiley. Doesn't get there. Hahn comes flying in and picks up the foul. Free kick Wheaton. Just over 20 minutes remaining in this first half of play, which has unfolded a bit like we thought. A couple of early chances for both teams, and then things have settled down since then. Good step there by Gravitt to win possession for the Titans. She'll find Harris on this near side now. Harris looking up. Looking for Lampert, but Lampert had gone too far.
Oh.
And now some nice connection between Walmer and Martin. Harris back to defend. Harris falls down, but able to continue defending. Nice job by the sophomore defender from Morton.
Okay, well then hopefully that should be an easy fix.
Sophie Lampert now with it. Looking to get the ball in behind to Robinson, but that's going to be covered by Lindberg.
Okay, you're probably going to have to restart. Did you update the... Yeah. Did you upgrade the software or the computer? Did he update the software or the computer?
Wiley waiting for the ball to come down there. Finally has possession of it. She's going to go right side to Hahn. Hahn's got good speed.
Okay.
Unable to take the ball with her, though.
Restart it on its own.
As the Titans get a throw on the far side.
Yeah.
Titans with their first substitution as Hannah Henry, a freshman from Neenah, Wisconsin, enters the matchup. She's going to replace Jenna Gravitt. So a change in the center of the field for the Titans in the midfield position. Hahn now looking to make something happen, carries the ball, trying to get it onto her left foot, coming all the way across, and then eventually losing possession of it there. Never found the next play, and hammered out of bounds by Harris. So the Titans can recollect. Martin with it, finds Walmer. Ittersagen back to Martin, back to Walmer, and Walmer's going to try the center of the field, but that's Liza Wiley there for the Titans. And she shields, finds Carew in the middle, defender coming on her back, plays back to Cordray. Cordray out to Dahlquist. Dahlquist looks down the line for Hahn.
I'm at a loss.
Double contact there, ball out of bounds to Wheaton. Well defended on the far side. I believe that was Claire Binder.
Yeah, it was the exact
Hard for these old eyes to see on the far side of the field there.
Was it something else? It was the same issue.
Good throw there by Dahlquist. Finds Robinson. She's going to come across the box, tries to center a ball. Henry there now. She's going to play it back, and Harris will collect. Harris tries to find Lampert, but that's Red Will by Ittersagen. Took too long for that pass. Now out of bounds and a throw to Wheaton. Throw into Martin. Lampert there, able to pull it away for the Titans. Down the line. And out of bounds for a Wheaton throw, I believe. Robinson needs to start maybe making a run into that near side channel here, especially when Lampert's back and unable to fill that channel. That ball's going to find its way into the box for Rowe.
Oh. Maybe, because it would try to take priority.
And Walmer has it again. Lindquist. Nice double team there by the Titans as Wiley comes away with it. Back to Wiley. And that's dangerous play from the Titans there. Not the place to play it from Henry. But Dahlquist able to step in and thwart that attack. Hahn now centrally. Carew up top. She finds Robinson. Robinson to Henry. Henry waits a little too long to play the ball. She had Lampert on this near side, but just not quick enough against this Wheaton defense. Now Martin on the ball. Out wide to Walmer, but it's going to travel out of bounds. Substitutions for the Titans. As we have number 8, Emily Kunzer into the game. Number 27, Gianna Butler also enters. And well, there's one other that we had.
That would make sense, yeah.
Far side, I think it's Isla Price, freshman defender out of Peoria. As Dahlquist has now come over to this left side. So Dahlquist comes to the left side to replace Harris on the back line. Isla Price now on the right side. Gianna Butler has come in to replace Sophie Lampert. And up top, Kira Robinson gets a break as she is replaced by Emily Kunzer, the sophomore out of Elburn. Wiley gets a lot of attention on this near sideline, dribbles out of bounds. Throw over the head of Wiley.
Okay, good luck.
About 13 and a half minutes left here for one of these teams to make a mark in the first half. As the Titans have come in with some fresh legs here. Nice spin right there by Kunzer. She plays it across for Carew. That ball's read very well by Tuffelon. Idrisega now on the near side. Played into the channel, nobody home, and that ball's going to find its way out of bounds.
For football. I'd say soccer's probably going to hover around 200.
Lindquist with the ball, trying to turn. Wiley all over. Substitute in for Wheaton, number 14, Marissa Davis, unable to control the ball in the midfield. Now we're out wide with Butler. Butler looking to try to get a cross off into the face of the Wheaton defender, Idrisega. Wiley now. Shielding just inside the box, tries to turn to that right foot of hers. Has to play it out. Carew now back to Cordry. Cordry surveys. She's going to try to chip a ball into the box. Headed out by Wheaton and back in by Carew. Carew on it. And unable to control in the box as Kunzer comes back out. Titans send it back in. Referee playing advantage there. As Dahlquist comes out and forces Wheaton all the way back. Good defense there by Ellen Dahlquist. Lindquist now with it. Henry able to steal it away and looking for a quick ball over the top for Kunzer. She's forcing the ball to the near side. Butler here for pressure. Titans coming up to try to press this, but Kunzer a little late. As Wheaton heads the other direction, Lindquist showing good speed in the midfield, now turned by Wiley. And Dahlquist continues to battle there with Kayla Strong, who's come over to this near side. A foot race down to the corner as Cordry will get there first and look up for her options. She's going to play it across. Up to Dahlquist. And that pass too far ahead of Butler. Ball back in play. Good combination play by the Thunder on this near sideline. Trying to find a way in and able to skip by there. Ball into the box, dropped off, and a great save by Vanessa Gray. That shot by Marissa Davis was headed for the upper corner, and Gray was there to send the ball wide. Terrific play by Toflon. She was able to skirt by Henry and found Davis for a great shot opportunity. And another big save by Vanessa Gray. Ball comes in, trickles through the legs, it looked like, of Liza Wiley right to Gray, who has it. So one of the first real goal-scoring opportunities we've seen in a long time. We started with some great opportunities right at the beginning of the match, and then it's mostly just been a battle in the midfield between these two teams. But a great scoring opportunity there for Wheaton, who would have been up if not for some outstanding goalkeeping from Vanessa Gray. Titan now kind of, since those Illinois Wesleyan substitutions, Wheaton's kind of found their way a little bit here. As the Titans are finding difficulty holding possession after taking the ball in their defensive third, they're just essentially serving it back to Wheaton. As the hold-up play up top, not as strong as it was when Robinson was in there for the Titans. Illinois Wesleyan's going to have to find a way to maintain possession here a little better for the next 8+ minutes as the Thunder continue to kind of slice through that midfield. Davis now with it on her right foot, tries to play a ball in. It's going to be a foot race. Dahlquist is going to try to shield, and she does as the ball goes out for a goal kick. Titans build from the back with Cordry. Far side to Price. Price is able to find Kunzer. Kunzer now on the ball. Unable to connect with Henry, but it finds its way back to Kunzer anyway. She's got Hahn to the outside. Finally plays her and plays it too far in front. That play was on, but the pass off by Kunzer. Now Wiley with it in the midfield. Looking for an outlet. Sends the ball into the channel. Dahlquist had started that run and then quit. Rowe comes out to dispatch of it, as that ball is headed onto the baseball field. Illinois Wesleyan looking for a little energy here at the conclusion of this first half. As Kunzer has it, tries to spin. Able to get through, but three Thunder defenders end up proving to be too much. And now Wheaton headed the other way. The pass to the far side is sniffed out by Price. And now Kunzer a little late to the ball there as well. Titans just a little slow to react here in the midfield now, which is providing some dangerous possession here for Wheaton at the end of this first half. Another opportunity there, but Cordray able to take it, but Walmer, it's going to be immediately back in as the Thunder keep the pressure on. Now Hahn out here to the side. Ball falls to Wiley. Wiley with some space in front of her. She's able to find Kunzer. Kunzer, first touch, not quite there. She's got Hahn out to wide again. Finally heads it out there. Hahn with the cross, unable to beat the Wheaton defender. Now Cordray with it. Settles it. Inside to Henry. Henry goes far side. Butler looking to serve. Finds the ball inside for Kunzer. Can she get there first? She does get there. Keeper is out of the goal. Kunzer serves the ball in, but there's no one in the box. Here comes Wiley. And a shot just wide. So a little more from the Titans in attack there. Just under 5 minutes remaining in the first half of play. Still 0-0 between Wheaton and Illinois Wesleyan here in the first round of the CCIW Women's Soccer Tournament. Rowe with the goal kick. Wiley with her head on it again. Falls kindly for the Thunder. Davis in the middle, turns. Strong looking for an outlet. Finds its way back to Ittersagen. And Wheaton reloads to their defense. Setting up shop in the Titans' half. Wheaton with all 10 field players up in the Titans' half right now. As that ball is deflected and Gray is going to get to it before it heads out of bounds. 3.5 minutes remaining in the half. Gray's gonna boot this one upfield. Nice touch there by Liza Wiley. Substitution for the Thunder as Kate Creighton checks in, sophomore from Canton, Michigan. Davis with it for the Thunder. Able to play it far side. Now it comes back to Lindbergh. Lindbergh charging up the far side. Combining with Davis. Davis going to switch it now to the other side. That ball comes off of the foot of Lindquist. Good work there by Carew to break up the attack. But now the ball back to the middle again for Wheaton. Titans laying off the ball a little bit more here in their defensive third. Just giving Wheaton some room to play. Hahn now with a mistouch there. So he tried to play the ball back and did not hit it hard enough, and the shot right to Gray. So the Titans get away with what could have been a big gimme. Gray's going to punt it up. Just under 2 minutes remaining. Ball all the way across, but that's going to find Wheaton. Great job there by Carew, and now a good first-time touch. Out to Hahn, and she's going to get a cross in. And just too far. Butler there tried to hit the ball back in the middle. Could have taken some time there maybe to collect. As that ball comes off of Wiley, who charged over from the midfield to contest. Good opportunity for the Titans there. The cross just a bit off. Under a minute to play now as the Titans come back, reload, look maybe for one final charge of the half. Far side Hahn, able to bring it down. Nice touch there by Taylor Hahn. Ball's out of bounds. Kunzer providing pressure there, trying to get a cross off. Titans are in the box. Down to 20 seconds on the clock. Titans trying to see if they can get one more attack off. Hahn in the corner. Kunzer tried to center it, and it's right to Rowe. And that should essentially put a bow on this first half.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
We have played 45 minutes and settled absolutely nothing. 0-0, a hard-fought first half. Both teams creating a couple of good chances. Nobody cashing in yet. You're watching the CCIW Women's Soccer Tournament at Nice Field on the campus of Illinois Wesleyan University. We're going to take a break for halftime. We'll be back to bring you the second half to find out which team will be marching on in the CCIW Women's Soccer Tournament.
Just want to add strains. We wanted to add results. So at Just Thrive, we were very specific about finding strains that work synergistically to improve the overall microbiome in a way that you could feel it. For example, reducing bloating, improving the immune response, improving digestion, working on leaky gut. These are all things you will feel when you start to use a product that is formulated in a synergistic way. Try the Just Thrive probiotic and antioxidant and see how microbial synergy works for you.
OSF Healthcare Cardiovascular Institute has been named one of the top hospital systems in the country for heart care. This prestigious award by the American College of Cardiology comes from our commitment to providing the highest quality of care, from general cardiology to complex surgeries and the latest technology. Nationally recognized heart care right here. OSF Healthcare Cardiovascular Institute.
At NCAA Championships, noise is made here. Memories are made here. Champions win here. The only thing missing here is you. The NCAA Division III Women's Volleyball Championship, coming to Bloomington, Illinois this December. Get your seats at ncaa.com/tickets.
Why is Illinois Wesleyan the #1 school in Illinois for jobs? Maybe it's because we're the AND University. That's right, A-N-D. And. Here you can explore the arts and study in a pre-professional program, double major, and play a sport, do an internship, and study abroad. Your opportunities are endless. Set yourself apart with a degree from Illinois Wesleyan.
What is proven science? At Just Thrive, it's about best-in-class clinical research. It's about supplements that empower users to control their health. These are the elements that make up the foundation of Just Thrive. Our proven, clinically backed, proprietary probiotic removes the guesswork from supplement selection because we've done the work for you to ensure that you're getting the best product possible, empowering you to take back control of your health from a leader in the digestive, immune, and emotional health spaces.
At NCAA Championships, noise is made here. Memories are made here. Champions win here. The only thing missing here is you. The NCAA Division III Women's Volleyball Championship, coming to Bloomington, Illinois this December. Get your seats at ncaa.com/tickets.
North Tech, and Danny Luciano, Wheaton.
Congratulations to all of these outstanding student athletes.
On to the winter season on this edition of Titan Table Talk. I'm Matt Sossler. We just heard from Greg Huffaker and Adriana Crabtree of the Titan women's cross country team. We now talk wrestling. I'm joined by sophomore Amir Alamawi and junior Austin Johnson. Guys, thanks so much for taking the time.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having us on. We're nearing competition. The women start this Saturday up at Stevens Point. You guys have another week to prepare. The 8th at the Milliken Open. What has this offseason been like for both of you getting ready for what should be a new and improved year of Titan wrestling?
Yeah, for me, it's just been a lot of rehab and focus on making sure that my body's ready to come back strong this year. You know, I missed out on the last portion of the season last year due to a knee injury, and so just making sure my body's ready to come back and attack this season and be here for the full length of it.
For me, it's just focusing in and working on those fine-tuned small details, you know, because whenever you get towards postseason and all that, I know it's far away, but those small things are what's going to matter most. You know, if you can stay on top, ride a guy out, you know, keep your elbows in whenever you're fighting hands, all those small things are just what's really important. So that's kind of what I've been focusing on a lot.
The coaching staff has hit the recruiting trail hard. Big freshman class on the men's side this year. What's it been like having the new guys around as second-year and third-year wrestlers?
You know, it's been super exciting to see us continue to grow and bring in more and more high-caliber wrestlers every year and kind of keep molding them into hard workers and becoming true Titan athletes of what we bring to the table and the culture that we're building as an organization.
Yeah, going off of that, I mean, it's awesome having more guys in the room. You know, everybody, I know I touched on this quite a few times last year, but every single person has a different technique, different style, you know, so the more guys that we're getting in there, the more feels we're getting. Just kind of correlates towards actual competition. You're not going to wrestle the guy that's in the practice room all the time, but you can get a different guy who feels different, who might be similar to who you wrestle at, the Milliken Open, which is coming up. So it's most definitely a change, and it helps with the team aspects and just preparing every individual person for the competitions.
What do the first couple of weeks of in-season practices look like as you get ready for the regular season?
This year we're a little bit different, obviously having a lot of women. So practice times for us are early mornings, which allows us to have, a little bit of lifting in the afternoon. People get in on their own time, but focusing on small details, technique, going live a couple days of the week, sparring, kind of like just a mix of a little bit of everything. We're getting close to the first competition, so coach is really wanting us to perform well and get out there and get after it. So.
Yeah, no, I think you kind of touch on everything, kind of just mixing it all together between fine-tuning technique of what it looks like at the college level for a lot of those younger guys to making sure that we have the conditioning aspect ready to roll for a full 7 minutes and more if needed.
Amir Alamawi and Austin Johnson of the Titan wrestling team joins us on Titan Table Talk. We just talked about the freshmen, the first couple weeks of practice, but diving into the season, you had one home duel last year, it was against Milliken. This year, that's going to quadruple on the men's side. What are you most looking forward to, not only having just one meet at home, but 4 as the year goes on?
I'm looking forward to getting a packed house. I mean, if we could fill up that Shirk Center, that environment, it's great. I love seeing it in volleyball and basketball and all those other sports, but really bringing it back into wrestling, and I feel like we have such an exciting sport, and that once people show up to that first meet and watch us roll and scrap out there in the environment between like the walkout songs and being out there one-on-one just against another guy, there's nothing else like it.
Yeah, kind of building off what he said, it's pretty awesome, and it'll be different from going from just 1 to 4. But yeah, just getting a packed house is something that we've been wanting. Other than that, it'll most definitely allow us to get wrestling out there. There's still some people on campus who have no idea that we even have a wrestling program, just because we are still in the startup phase. But just having more of the home duels is something that a lot of us have been wanting. And so this year it's a little bit different. We're not giving up weight classes. We're not giving up forfeits or anything like that. So it's going to be a lot more competitive, and a lot of the incoming freshmen that are filling those spots, they're all there with us mentally. They want to beat everybody as much as they possibly can. They want to be the best. So I think it'll be a lot more competitive and a lot more entertaining. So, yeah.
What's your pitch to people on campus to come out to a home meet?
Give it a shot. Make some time. Give it a shot. You guys, everybody shows up for one another. That's just something that we have as a sports culture on Illinois Wesleyan's campus, and with wrestling becoming bigger and bigger, it'd just be pretty cool for them to show up. Like last year we had some guys show up, some of the lacrosse guys, and some other, frat guys, some friends of people who are wrestlers, but other than that, just give it a shot, see what it's like, witness it, experience it, see if you enjoy it. So.
Yeah, I think kind of just to piggyback off Austin there, just come support your school, support your community, see what we bring to the table as a completely different sport to all the other ones on campus. They're quick 7-minute matches. Come on out. If the first 2 matches don't intrigue you, there you go. But I'm pretty confident that with the guys that we have in our room, that we compete hard, and our styles of wrestling are pretty unique to show up and get after it and put on a pretty entertaining show.
I think the 125 and the 133 is going to be pretty entertaining. I think people are going to want to stay at the Shark for the higher weight classes as the match rolls along. You've seen this program grow, Amir, over the last year and change, Austin over the last couple years and into this year. Still in a development stage, if you would, but the growth has been exponential. What's that been like from your own 2 eyes?
I can start.
You go for it.
It's been huge change. Everyone talks about wait until you guys are on campus, wait until this, wait until that. I think that we're this season is going to be us exiting that developmental stage. I feel like we got a lot of guys with the right attitudes, the right work ethics, where we're out there to compete, and we're here to compete right now, not waiting for this or waiting for that. No, we're here, we're ready, we're working just as hard, if not harder than everyone else in the conference, and we're ready to show up and earn some medals.
Yeah, so piggybacking off of that, I was here from the very beginning, and so, some of the guys were bought in, some of the guys were already here on campus, they were here for education, not wrestling, so they kind of just joined, and they're great guys, but kind of like how Amir just said, some of them, like a lot of these incoming freshmen this year, they get the right mindset. You talk to them, more than half of them want to stay on campus in the summer, get after it, everybody else in the country showing up for that one practice a day in season, but not many people want to sit there and stay on their college campus over the summer just to wrestle. So, the growth has been exponential, and I think that we're getting the right guys in the room, so mentally, physically, all around. So,
what are some?
And we are back at Nice Field on the campus of Illinois Wesleyan University for the second half of this CCIW women's soccer tournament. I don't know if you call it a quarterfinal or a play-in. Only the top 6 teams in the tournament, the top 6 teams in the conference after the regular season make it into the tournament. So we're watching the 4-seed Illinois Wesleyan against the 5-seed Wheaton Thunder here. There's also a contest between the 3-seed and 6-seed, and they play for the honors to play the top 2 seeds. The winner of this match going on to play North Central in Naperville on Wednesday. Well, we expected a tightly contested match here, and that's kind of what we've gotten. These teams, it's kind of like looking a little bit into the mirror, and statistically we see the same thing. Both teams with 5 shots. 2 corners for Thunder versus 1 for the Titans. The fouls are even at 2 apiece. It's been a relatively clean game as well. Vanessa Gray coming up with a couple of big saves for Illinois Wesleyan University. Rowe hasn't been tested too much, although there was an early clearance off of her line in the first half. And we've got a clean sheet and everything to play for here in the next 45 minutes. Both teams have had about the equal amount of possession in the other team's box. Illinois Wesleyan about 17% possession in the Wheaton Thunder box, 16% for Wheaton. So again, it's looked very even to the eye, and it looks very even on the stat sheet as well. Looks as though both teams are back to their starting lineups, with the exception that Claire Binder, who came in for the Thunder as a substitute in the first half after about 15 minutes, is starting this half. Hahn able to cut inside. She can carry it or cross it. She crosses it off the crossbar, off Kira Robinson's head. Rowe able to make the save off of the crossbar, and on the second attempt, Robinson wide. Great little move by Taylor Hahn and a nice chip. That was a primo opportunity for the Titans right there. Amazingly, both halves have started the same way. That the Titans had a golden chance in the very early stages of the first half, and another one right there, and could have easily scored on either one of those plays. And then Wheaton settled into the game and created some opportunities of their own. Grab it here, able to find Robinson. Back to Hahn. Hahn with the nutmeg, and she'll head down now to the end line. Another early cross, nobody there. Some good early work by Taylor Hahn here on this near sideline. The Titans have got to find a way to get into the box. She could have maybe carried that ball a little bit further to allow her teammates time to get in there, but if she's going to be able to create some problems on this side, you need some bodies in the box for those crosses when they do come in. So early warning signs for the Thunder here. Of the Titans have had a couple of good attacks. And Wheaton now will attempt to build from the far side, which has kind of been their preferred side of attack. As Liza Wiley now cuts her way through the midfield, dispossessed of the ball there by the Thunder. And now here comes Wheaton on the counter. They'll come to this near side to Strong. Back to the middle. Martin plays a ball, deflected off of Cordry. As she tries to chip a ball around the defender and sends it out of bounds. Cordry again up the field, handled by Binder. She finds Martin. Comes off of Wheaton for an Illinois Wesleyan throw. Bouncing ball, Robinson able to head it over Lindquist. Now it's a foot race, but coming over to clean things up is Leah Harris. Now ball down to Robinson. That one cleaned up by Lindquist. And an ambitious shot there by Kaylee Carew. Good contact on the ball, but a little bit under it. And this is a substitution we saw early in the, later in the first half, as number 14, Marissa Davis, who had a nice opportunity on goal, comes back into the central midfield. And they actually send Tofflin back to play left back. It looks like, I think Binder might have tweaked her ankle a little bit. And I think they picked that up on the sideline and sent a replacement in. So Davis in a little bit earlier here in this half. As I think they've got a stoppage in play here to try to move. There's some fans that are down in that right corner. And I think they're just moving those fans over out of that corner. Technically should not be behind where that corner flag is. Foul whistled against the Titans there. Looks like it's going to be Tofflin to take this free kick. She'll pick up a couple extra yards, and the official's going to tell her to roll it back a couple of yards. So the defense set up at the top of the box here as they'll play to the side and then try to get the ball in. That does not work very well. Sniffed out by Lampert. Now they'll go to the far sideline as Walmer could not find a way around Harris on the far side. Robinson trying to win the ball up the field. The wind did not appear to play too much of a role in the first half. You can hear it. Sounds like the wind has picked up a little bit, but really nothing that's affecting any play. There's a great ball down on the corner for the speedy Hahn. She She's got it with one defender on her. She makes a good move, left foot. Tries to chip a ball through, and Lampert cannot make contact with it. So the Titans have unlocked a little bit of this Wheaton defense on the right side. Getting the ball down to Hahn. And Hahn has been pretty successful working on a host of Wheaton defenders here. At that left back position. And that time a nice little floated ball to the far post, and Lampert. Now Hahn back in again. Ball bounces off of her, back to Rowe. Rowe's going to play it out. Good step there by Carew. Robinson unable to corral it. And now it's Gravett. Out to Harris. Ball played through, but too strong, right to Rowe. Ball headed out by the Titans. Bouncing ball chased by Walmer and Henry. No correction. Ball headed to the center. Dahlquist defending. Now Hahn all the way back, defending just outside her box. And Dahlquist plays it up. She does find Robinson. She needs that secondary runner there. And Carew unable to get into a channel. And Wheaton gains possession again. Back to the far side. Lampert closes down the delivery out by Henry to Gravett. Gravett keeps looking to spring somebody on that left side. I'm not sure who she's seeing because nobody's making that run out ahead of her. That ball played in by Harris. The Titan defenders have to do a little bit better job and showing a little better patience of actually targeting a player with these balls. They're hitting a lot of passes deep into the Wheaton defense where there's nobody there, and that, of course, is pretty easy to clean up for Rowe. A little bit more poise there as Harris and Lampert combine. Lampert now carrying it in. Double team's going to come now, but that should be out for a corner for the Titans. Oh, and they call it double contact, so the defender apparently hit that back off of Lampert. Lampert really did not. Titan bench getting a little worked up, but Lampert did not complain about that call, which seems to indicate that the official got it right. Goal kick for the Thunder. See the wind maybe hold that goal kick up a little bit. Both teams looking for a little bit cleaner possession here on attack. Lampert now on the outside. Early cross in, and she does not get around on the cross, and it sails out of bounds. Cross comes in. Nobody home to the far side. Hahn's going to give it chase and lets it carry out of bounds for a Titan throw. Ball hammered out of bounds by Lindquist. And now that throw-in going to be shepherded out. Nice job of defense there by Tofflin. Ball's intercepted there by Wiley. Back to Wiley or out to Lampert. Back to Harris. She'll play it back around. Henry now. Wayward pass there, intercepted by Walmer. And here comes the Thunder. Martin with it. Picks out strong on this near side. Now to Davis. Davis plays it across. Lindquist with it. Nice step. Carew stepping in to steal it for the Titans. Now Hahn with it. She's going to go early to Kira Robinson. Wheaton defender on her back. Out wide to Lampert, who's got space there. Lampert now. Early cross in. Contact. Now she cuts inside. Battling with the Wheaton defender. Lampert still after it. And now Rowe finally comes and claims it. Robinson with space, out to Hahn. Hahn on the near side, early cross. Unable to connect. Gravitt steps in. And now a whistle, a rare one from the official. Free kick for Wheaton. Davis with it on the far side. What was this? Right-footed shot saved by Rowe. Robinson going to that lower left corner. Robinson now on it, center of the field. Lampert to the left, Hahn to the right. Robinson keeps it, plays it back now. Out wide to Hahn, unable to control it. Titans have been in the ascendancy here in the early stages, the first 15 minutes of this second half, but the Thunder defense has held strong to this point. Wiley then whistling for the foul, or whistled for the foul there. Free kick for the Thunder. We thought it would be a game where just one of these teams finding a goal would feel like maybe that would get it done for you. And it still has that feel about it with 28 minutes left. Wiley up to Robinson, over the back of the defense. Hahn giving chase. And Hahn going to be whistled for a push in the back. Cordray with the clear attempt, middle of the field. It's going to be to Wiley. Setgren holds her off, but now it's Gravett with the ball. Gravett tries to play down to the channel. Hammers it right into Tofflin. Now Dahlquist on the near sideline. She keeps it in. Tofflin again with the header. Now Hahn brings it down. Space to the middle. She's got Gravett overlapping to this outside if she sees her. Hahn's still alive. Plays the cross in. Nobody home. Kira Robinson was in the center, and it looked like she just couldn't quite get her foot to that. It was actually the Wheaton defender that got their foot to it first. And that knocks the ball out for a corner. Looks like Lampert and Carew coming to this near corner now. Only one Wheaton defender out, so if they want it, they've got the two-person game available to them. It's a 2-on-1. As they play the 2-on-1, Lampert now is going to hit a left-footed in-swinger, but the Wheaton defense, again, too slow for the Titans. 2-on-1, you should be able to get that service off. And that ball deflected. Harris now chasing back. She plays it off the Wheaton. Like Walmer over on that side. Substitutions, number 10 for Wheaton coming in. That's Elizabeth Clausen. I believe the first time we're seeing her today. She's going to replace Davis, who just came in earlier in the half. And Kira Robinson coming out as Emily Conzer is back in for the Titans. Conzer was in for about the last 15 minutes of the first half. Big right foot as she tries to come across. That ball easily eaten up by Tofflin. But now a ball down to the corner for Hahn. She'll get to it first. She'll look to make something happen here. Trying to get a service off. Hahn still on it. She's going to play it back to Dahlquist. Dahlquist tried to play it first time and just hit it right into Lindquist, who's now speeding the other way. And that's probably going to be a yellow card and really an unnecessary foul for Dahlquist. Wheaton had the break on, but I don't think it was danger enough that it's worthy of a yellow card here with 25 minutes left to play for a defender. Is a little bit of a tricky prospect. I think a lot of times young players watch the pros and see somebody give up a professional foul like that. But it looked like the Titans had some numbers back to deal with that. Nevertheless, Dahlquist takes the yellow, heads back to her defensive position. But she'll be playing on a yellow for the rest of this one. Ball headed up, bounces in the box. Gray should be able to come and collect. Cordry hammers it out instead. Hahn now. Kunzer all the way over to apply pressure and does well with it. Tofflin down as there was a little bit of contact on that play. And we've got an official timeout here to deal with the injury. Looks like maybe both players came together, a little bit of a tangle of the legs. Titans have really had all 5 shots on goal this half. We mentioned both teams were credited with 5 shots on goal in the first half. That now stands at 10-5 for the Titans. 5 of those on goal. Looks like Tofflin's going to come off and take a little break, and the Thunder will play. Well, no, it looks like they brought someone on. No, Clausen came on earlier, so it looks like the Thunder are going to play one down here for a little bit. 9 out there for the Thunder, but it looks like Tofflin's ready to come back on as soon as the official allows her to, which will probably be pretty immediately. Shielded by Hahn. Nice job by Carew there to hold on to it. Bouncing ball in the box, but nobody there to challenge. Tofflin back on now, so the Thunder at full strength. Conzer with it. She'll find Cordry. Cordry looking. Left-footed ball out wide. Slips under the foot of Ittersagen, and Hahn just a little late to react. She expected Ittersagen to handle that, and it just snuck under her foot. Titans will attempt to pin this one in deep in the Wheaton corner. Hahn able to pick the pocket there, looking to cross. It comes in the box. Again, nobody there. And Gravett maybe could have settled and then maybe taken a shot, but the ball rockets off her foot out of bounds. Hannah Henry back in for the Titans. She's going to replace Jenna Gravett. And the Titans will look to press again here and turn the Thunder over. Conzer on the pressure. Titans need to be a little more collected here on some of these passing choices as Henry blasted that ball right into Carew. Controlled in the back now. Henry. Cordray. And that ball deflects off of Martin as Cordray hit it right into her. She's got to recover now as Martin trying to get it onto her right foot. Cuts it back to her left. Good job of defending by Henry as she slowed the attack down. Titans able to get some numbers back behind the ball again. And now the ball sent to Conzer, who's able to head it forward. Rowe coming up, and she'll send it back down the field. Dahlquist is there. Hahn needs to step all the way to that ball, does not. Ittersagen gets there instead. And now the ball shanked out of bounds by Cordray. A lot of good stuff from Illinois Wesleyan in the first half of this second half, but they were unable to capitalize on it. Cordray does not play the ball back to Henry for the clear. Finally able to knock it off the Wheaton player, off of Martin for a throw. Alex Shackelford now in for the Titans. She's going to give Sophie Lampert a little bit of a break. Conzer trying to turn Ittersagen in there to take it away. Shackelford battling over on that far side, slips as the Thunder now come forward. I think that's Tofflin on that side now as her and Ittersagen have traded sides of the pitch. And there's a foul against Carew on Lindquist. Will set up Wheaton with a free kick. And Hahn able to intercept. Headed the other direction, looking up. Tries to slot the ball for Conzer, not there, but back to Hahn. Hahn again trying to control. And a nice job there done by Elizabeth Clausen to win possession for the Thunder. Card given now to Kaylee Carew for multiple fouls. So not necessarily anything. That tackle was a bit from behind, but center official made a point of expressing that it was for multiple fouls, not just for that one. Persistent fouling, I think, is what they call it in the rule book. It's a yellow card nonetheless. So 2 yellow cards on the Titans now. Carew playing with a yellow, Dahlquist playing with a yellow, and it's created a free kick opportunity here. It'll be taken by Strong. Titans trying to hold the line at the top of the box. That ball's going to go through to Martin, and she's going to score as Henry could not clear the ball. It trickled through the first wall of defense, and it created a one-on-one with Henry. And Martin was able, as the 2 players came together, to work the ball on the other side of Henry and basically left her wide open with an entire goal to shoot at. And Wheaton has jumped on top 1-0. We knew Martin would be a key for that. In that particular case, Henry might have been better served to try to just contain Martin in front of her. She tried to tackle the ball, and the ball took a favorable bounce for the Thunder, and Martin made no mistake of it. So now the Titans are up against it, down 1-0 with about 20 minutes to play. This has felt like a match where a goal seemed like it would be terribly difficult to come by, and that once a team did come up with it, that it might be enough. The Titans sensing that send in Robinson and Lampert immediately to try to use the next 20 minutes to try to get back into this match. And the Wheaton defense, which has been solid all day, is going to try to hang on here. Carew battling there to win the ball. Goes off the back of a Wheaton defender. Again, the Titans have plenty of time. They need to not panic and be a little bit more accurate with some of these passes. Still time to pick out someone. Robinson here, as she's going to sail one over the top of the goal. And really important for the Titans to calm down a little bit. It's not like you're playing in the last 3 minutes. There's 19 minutes to go here. Plenty of time to connect. Good offensive build-up. Snatching at shots and hitting wild passes certainly not going to prove to be helpful. They simply need to channel a lot of the good work they did in the first part of this second half and see if they can turn it into a goal. Wheaton obviously going to try to counter that. Henry now plays the ball deep. But again, these are the type of attacks that are going to be easy for Wheaton to defend. Continues to possess here. Setgren over to Walmer. Walmer coming back for it. Wheaton going to be pretty happy just to hold on to the ball. They're sitting on a 1-0 lead. Fine balance when you're trying to get the ball back, to be aggressive in pressing the ball, but then poised with the ball and making good choices with it. As Robinson down the left side, loses control there. Good defense again by Tofflin. And Wheaton will come back the other way. Ball out wide, intercepted by Dahlquist, but again, no reason to play that ball like that. That just gives it right back to the Wheaton defense. It's part of that poise we're talking about. Wiley and Davis. Seckering comes away with it. Back to Tofflin. Tofflin looking far side here for Crawford. Excuse me, Clausen. Clausen with it on this near side. Tries to spin on Dahlquist. Dahlquist steps on the ball. And the Titans benefited the whistle that time. Dahlquist plays that ball into Robinson. Robinson looking for Hahn. She'll get there, looking to make something happen. Cuts it in again, makes her way through. Double teamed out there. And the Titans just need to be making these connecting passes a little bit quicker. As the Thunder are sending 2 to the ball. You need to get that ball off your feet, but you also have to have someone to give it to. Official orders the clock to be stopped, making sure there's no time wasting going on as Wheaton arranges who's going to take this free kick. Cordry with a header to Wiley. Wiley spinning, looking. She's got Hahn out wide again if she wants her. Now it's out there. Cross into the middle. Foot race to the ball, but the only person in there is Kira Robinson. The Titans are going to have to get more numbers in the box. And the handball call there on Davis. And the Titans will have a free kick from a pretty desirable spot right here. Looks like it's going to be Kaylee Carew standing over the top of this one. And that is a wasted opportunity there. As Carew just hit a ball right in the goalkeeper. I don't know if one of the coaches were yelling at her to try to shoot because they thought the goalkeeper was not paying attention. But that was a golden free kick opportunity that, let's just say, went lacking a little bit. But the Titans are on the attack again. Here's Robinson looking far side. Hahn there again. Hahn able to scoot by. Goes in again, and there's contact. And there was contact there. The defender never made a play on the ball. As there was contact and Hahn went flying. But the official immediately waved that off. Determined it was not a penalty. That could have been a big call there. 18 checks in for the Titans. That's Isla Price here on the near side. Hahn again with the ball. She's been effective in the second half. Great pass inside there. But again, the Titans need to make these connections a little bit quicker. Price now with the ball into the middle. And again, it's essentially Kira Robinson in the box and nobody else, which is making some of these centering passes difficult to materialize into a goal. At some point, the Titans are going to have to gamble by putting a few more into the box. They've been effective at getting some nice service, but not finishing. And there's a ball that's going to easily go to Rowe again. Wiley steps in front, good. But Henry again dispossessed. Henry just needing to learn to play that ball a little quicker. As a freshman, a little bit of a learning curve. Stepping up to the college game, but Henry just needing to make those decisions a little bit quicker because you don't have much time. Hahn now able to find Lampert, who's moved to the center of the field. She's got Wiley, doesn't use her, comes back wide here to Price. Price is going to try to play it down the line, but there's nobody there. And again, these passes just not productive for the Titans. They've been able to work the ball out wide. They don't need to necessarily go direct here. It's like maybe the Titans have gone to a back three with Price, Cordray, and Harris. And Dahlquist now playing up on the left side. And Lampert and Robinson up top, so playing with two at the top now. Try to get that extra number in the box. Throw into Price. Price left-footed in. Chested down by Lampert, and a wild swing at it from Gravitt. But the Titans will maintain possession. Still 11 and a half minutes here left to play. As Davis will clear it out quickly. Cordray over to collect. She's got Harris in the middle of the field. Sends it back up the sideline. And a throw in for Wheaton. Cordray has Harris wide open in the center of the field and sends another long ball up into the box. Lampert on it, bounces back up. Here comes Carew. Ball over now to Wiley as Carew got cleared out. Wiley now losing it on possession. And Wheaton comes back the other way. Gray sends the ball forward. Lampert finds Gravitt, soft shot. Bouncing, easy for Rowe to handle. 10 minutes remaining on the clock. Wheaton leads here 1-0. Do or die for the Titans as they try to find the tying goal. Ball swung to the far side. Again, a little bit of a hopeful, too much there from Carew as Hahn was not available. And Ittersagen able to sniff that one out. Now to Hahn again. Again, these blind balls into the middle. Cordray has Harris. She can switch the ball to the opposite side to try to attack the other flank. The ball just staying on this flank constantly. Price battling though. Sends it down. But the Titans need to work it out of this area. There's just too many Wheaton defenders right now. Here's an opportunity now to switch to the other side. There go the Titans to the far side with Harris at last. And down to Dahlquist. Dahlquist centers a ball. It finds Robinson. Harris again. Now to Wiley. Wiley with some time, hopeful shot, over the top of the goal. Substitutions for the Thunder again as Lindquist, number 8, comes back in. Lily Lindquist, along with number 13, Danny Nishiyama.
2 and 14.
As Wheaton looks to bolster their defense here down the stretch for these final 8 minutes. Lindquist now free. And an unnecessary foul there from behind. As Wiley given a yellow card for that as well. So the Titans increase their total to 3 yellow cards. More importantly, it's taking time off the clock. Well, Technically not, since it stops for the yellow card. But it will help Wheaton push the ball here into the Titan half of the field as they arrange their defense. Looks like Wheaton may have essentially just inserted another defender in front of that back row. The back defensive row stays the same for the Titans, but Nishiyama listed as a defender, a senior out of Honolulu, Hawaii. And she's now playing in front of that back line. Bit of a defensive midfielder, and they've got two set up there now in front of their back line. That ball too far for Dahlquist. Ball makes its way all the way over to Hahn. She'll survey the field. She's got Price to her right. That ball handed off, but just not on. Good job by Robinson to win the ball back. That comes off her, called for a push here. So free kick opportunity for the Titans. See if they're a little bit more patient as clock stops. Exactly 7 minutes on the clock. Titans on the far side of the box. Service from Carew, far side, over the top of everyone. Dahlquist will give chase. She cannot get around the Wheaton player. Can't tell on that side. As the Titans need to press up, take a few more chances here on the offensive end. Wiley battling for it there with Carew. Wheaton coming away with it. Good job of possession by Lindquist, and she'll just hammer it up the field. Cordray giving chase. She can switch it. Price here over on this side. As Vanessa Gray plays it up the field. Price can be able to survey and pick someone out. She needs to settle that ball down. Again, find a target. Into the middle. Lampert trying to get a foot on it. Trying to turn. Nothing there. Dahlquist now with it. And she just hits it weakly into the goalkeeper. Easy for Rowe to handle. Again, had a little bit of time out there. But still only really had Robinson and Lampert. Wheaton now just sending the ball down the field. As the Titans will try to push numbers up here. Wiley again unable to make it around Walmer. Cordray with control, looking, needs to connect. She finds Wiley. Wiley out wide to Dahlquist. Is she going to be able to get there? Able to keep it in bounds. Nice play by Dahlquist. And now out of bounds for a corner. Looks like Gravitt will go over to take it. Four minutes and 40 seconds remaining on the clock. Looks like a substitute as they are going to bring Konzer back in. So now Carew headed over to take the corner. Looks like Konzer is coming in for Gravitt Titans maybe trying to get a little more height in there as you've got Robinson, Wiley, and Conzer. Price also with some good height on her. Here comes a service, not a good one. Does not beat the first defender. As foul is whistled there. As the seconds tick away. Just under 4 minutes now, waiting this kick. Harris battling on that far side, unable to get possession. Ball finally out of bounds, throw in for Wheaton. Looks like Martin has stayed down behind the play there. Robinson able to come up and take possession. She'll play it back to Price. Price now with possession. Price feeds the ball, and that's going to go right to Rowe. Again, not sure what she was seeing, but nobody making that run. Clock is going to stop for an injury, as like we said, Martin got banged up a little bit on that last play. And she is walking towards the sideline, signaling that she needs to be substituted. Looks like it's going to be Clausen coming in to relieve Martin up top. As the Titans are down to potentially the last 2 minutes and 47 seconds of their season, they need to scrap and find a goal here somewhere. Ball handled by Rowe. She'll look to kick it as far as she can. Comes to this near side. Bouncing ball again. Another bouncing ball, Robinson on it. Hahn now cuts it inside. Good move by Hahn. They've got to watch the offside there. She tried to play Robinson again. Harris now comes up and just kicks a ball right to Rowe. Again, not enough solid choices here offensively for the Titans to create any type of threat. They've had some opportunities for possession here, but kind of playing into the hands of the Wheaton defense. That ball comes near side, handled by Hahn. She'll play back to Cordray. Cordray hammers it first time. Headed out by Lindquist. And Carew kind of sold that a little bit as she ran into Nishiyama. But with a minute and a half, and now the clock is stopped with a minute 31, the Titans again see if they can get a little bit better service. Have another great opportunity here to serve a ball right there to the top of the 6-yard box. That's kind of the target. Far post, 6-yard box. Let's see if you can get somebody to run into one here. Delivery from Carew. There it is. Heading over and in. And it looked like it was Liza Wiley for the Titans, who has tied this matchup.
Goal for the Titans by number 24, Liza Wiley.
A minute 25 on the clock. We said the Titans needed a moment of poise. And there it is. Carew with the ball to the far post. We talked about it right at the top of the corner of the 6 there on that far post. And Liza Wiley, who has looked exhausted towards the end of this second half, finds a way and has knotted this match at 1 apiece with 1:25 on the clock. Still time for another attack here. Both teams still needing to keep their head, not to allow anything wild to happen here in the closing seconds.
1 minute remaining.
So they can take their chances in overtime. Ball back to Hahn. She'll try to play it. Snuffed out. Carew. Handled by Lindquist. And that ball goes out of bounds. Titans can take a throw in here. 40 seconds on the clock. Try to see if they can get something served in. Wiley with it, left-footed shot. Dahlquist trying to come over. Ball batted out, Cordry. She's going to serve it back up into the box. Contact there into the back. And there's going to be a free kick here. 18.3 seconds on the clock. Now down to 14.5 as the official has asked for the clock to stop. And this is a primo spot for a free kick. It looks like it's Liza Wiley lining up to take it. Ball set to the left side. You want to get something on frame and then make sure that the rest of the Titans. Looks like Kira Robinson's got an inside track here. Oh, and just knocked over the crossbar.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
And that's how regulation is going to end. A big save there by Rowe, an uncomfortable ball just under the crossbar, and Rowe able to knock it over the top and to preserve a regulation tie. Looked for a second like that ball might come off of her hand and still go into the goal. But Rowe did a good job making sure she kept it out. What a scintillating end to this game. Wheaton found a way to scrap for their goal. And the Titans, to their credit, unable to really connect on a number of chances all afternoon. Finally found that one goal they needed just to extend their season at least into overtime. The final statistics ended up being 18 shots for the Titans to only 6 for Wheaton, 5 on goal for Wheaton, 11 for the Titans. But most importantly, 1 goal apiece is what dictates heading into a sudden death overtime period. We've got 5 minutes on the clocks here for the players to catch their breath and settle in. We'll take a quick break on the Titan Broadcast Network.
At NCAA Championships, noise is made here. Memories are made here. Champions win here. The only thing missing here is you. The NCAA Division III Women's Volleyball Championship, coming to Bloomington, Illinois this December. Get your seats at ncaa.com/tickets.
Welcome to Titan Table Talk, the podcast that takes you inside Illinois Wesleyan athletics. Each week, I sit down with Titan coaches and student athletes to share their stories, analysis, and insights on what it means to be a Titan.
Really love each other and want to support each other.
We just have a really strong family component.
Tune in to Titan Table Talk on YouTube, IWUsports.com, and 88.1 WESN every Monday at 7 p.m.
We didn't just want to add strains, we wanted to add results. So at Just Thrive, we were very specific about finding strains that work synergistically to improve the overall microbiome in a way that you could feel it. For example, reducing bloating, improving the immune response, improving digestion, working on leaky gut. These are all things you will feel when you start to use a product that is formulated in a synergistic way. Try the Just Thrive probiotic and antioxidant and see how microbial synergy works for you.
Why is Illinois Wesleyan the #1 school in Illinois for jobs? Maybe it's because we're the AND University. That's right, A-N-D. And. Here you can explore the arts and study in a pre-professional program, double major, and play a sport, do an internship, and study abroad. Your opportunities are endless. Set yourself apart with a degree from Illinois Wesleyan.
What is proven science? At Just Thrive, it's about best-in-class clinical research. It's about supplements that empower users to control their health. These are the elements that make up the foundation of Just Thrive. Our proven, clinically backed, proprietary probiotic removes the guesswork from supplement selection because we've done the work for you to ensure that you're getting the best product possible, empowering you to take back control of your health from a leader in the digestive, immune, and emotional health spaces.
At NCAA championships, noise is made here. Memories are made here. Champions win here. The only thing missing here is you. The NCAA Division III Women's Volleyball Championship, coming to Bloomington, Illinois this December. Get your seats at ncaa.com/tickets.
Back at Nice Field on the campus of Illinois Wesleyan University, and we've got some bonus soccer coming up here in the first round of the CCIW Women's Soccer Tournament. 4-seed Illinois Wesleyan taking on the 5-seed Wheaton Thunder, and the Titans find a goal with 1:20 left on the clock to tie this up right at the end and send it into overtime. And we'll have 2 10-minute overtime periods, but it is sudden death. So if somebody's able to find a goal, it's all over. If we are still tied at the end of 2 10-minute halves, then we go to the dreaded penalty shootout. Titan lineup to start is similar to the lineup that ended, although they are back to a back four again. Titans had gone to a back three as they were searching for the tying goal. Hannah Henry has stayed in for the Titans. As I believe that replaces Jenna Gravitt in what has been the starting lineup. And Martin is back out, Liv Martin for the Wheaton Thunder, who's played a terrific game, scored the goal for the Thunder. She was out with an injury during that second half. She is back out on the field as well. Davis in the middle of the field. And so after the injury, I believe there was an injury to Binder. I think it's the Wheaton lineup that has been out there most of the afternoon. So Walmer on the near side again. That's cleaned up by Harris as she finds Wiley. Wiley with a little space in front of her. She'll play it across to Henry. Henry now looking out wide to Hahn, but not wide enough. Plays that into the defender. That pass needs to be a little more accurate there. Too easy for Iddersagen to sort out. Apologies to Iddersagen. Brooke. Iddersagen, not Sagan. Throw to the near side here for the Thunder. It's Walmer able to get it up the line. Cordry will be the first one there. There's nobody in that location for Wheaton, although they get rid of the pressure a little bit. Dahlquist to the far side. She's going to try to deliver up to Hahn. That'll travel all the way back to Lindquist. She'll try to serve it back up. Pressure now by Dahlquist on Strong, and the ball played to the middle. And that's a good recovery run there by Lindquist as Wiley unable to get to it. And now Harris steps in. And Carew plays one down into the corner as it'll carry into the box for Rowe. So again, always a lot of nerves, a lot of energy heading into the first overtime period. As that ball came off of the head of Henry. Lampert now applying the pressure as it's played out of bounds by Tofflin. Now down to Robinson. Robinson facing up to the defender. Step over. Tries to play towards the middle. Still on the ball. Kira Robinson plays it across. Wiley. She'll go wide. Hahn with it now. Plays it back across the middle. Shielded and played over to Carew. Carew takes a swipe at it. And it's going to make its way out wide, where Walmer and Lampert battle for it. Throw to Illinois Wesleyan. Henry, the only one coming to the ball at this point. She'll turn, try to split two Wheaton defenders. As that ball is deflected and out of bounds. I was going to say, should be a throw for Wheaton, and it is. Lindquist attempting to turn, cannot, but she bangs it off of Carew. Throw in for the Thunder. Walmer heads it up to Martin. Now it's Wiley comes away with it. Wiley looking upfield, looking for a target. Tries to play it down to the corner, and she's got Robinson down in that channel. But it's Harris who's done a nice job all day coming across to clean things up, as she has done in the back for the Thunder. Robinson now turns, plays in a left-footed cross. Nobody in that near channel for the Titans. But now out to Lampert. Lampert looks up, has some time, cuts it back to her left foot. She has Robinson right there and elects not to use her. Ball comes back out to Carew. Quick left-footed centering attempt. That goes right to Ittersagen. But now it's Wiley in the middle of the field. Carew, they keep trying to find a ball down there for Taylor Hahn. They can't seem to get it to her. Now it's out to Wiley out wide. And it looks like we're going to get a foul called on the far side of the field. A foul on Wiley. And this will set up a nice free kick opportunity for the Titans. Titans hoping it will draw up memories from the last free kick the Titans had, which enabled them to tie up the game. Looks like Carew over the ball again to serve it into the top of the six. And that one too close to Rowe that time. And Rowe does a nice job of coming in, taking control as the goalkeeper, and bringing it down for the Thunder. First 5 minutes are gone in overtime period number 1. Headed by Lindquist, then Henry. Davis and Harris now plays the ball to Lampert. Lampert turns, looking for options. Ball chested down. Nice job by Robinson. Great first touch, but then couldn't corral it. Plays it back for Henry, and not sure what that was. Maybe a half-hearted effort at a shot. Seems like she was between two thoughts there as whether or not she was going to really try to hit that. And then as the Wheaton defender came across, just kind of held up and flared the ball out of bounds. Walmer now taken out by the Thunder as Elizabeth Clausen comes in. A goal kick for the Thunder will be taken by Rowe. Ball comes off of Lampert last, but Wheaton plays it. They get it up to Martin. Knocked out of bounds by Henry for the Titans. One of the first times down the field here in this overtime period for the Thunder. There's Carew, who takes a little bit of a knock after delivering the ball. Both teams have battled hard in this match. Both of them interested in extending their season. Looks like maybe Henry will play this. She's got Cordry. She could just play this over. There she goes. That's a good decision by Henry. Cordry now looking up. Plays to Carew. Carew out wide looking for Lampert. She keeps it in. And she's able to sneak by Clausen there. Left-footed center off the top of the head of Robinson. Wheaton able to get it out. Martin now. First touch lets her down there. Harris with it. She's looking for an outlet. Plays it inside the channel to Lampert. Lampert had kind of given up on that play a little bit. And now Dahlquist trying to slow down the attack here. Wiley back to help as well. Now pressure by Henry, but they do find Clausen here on this near side. Clausen with space, looking up. Plays the ball out wide to Martin. Martin able to make it past Harris. Left-footed centering. I think that was more of a cross for Davis than it was a shot, but it's collected by Gray. 2.5 minutes remaining in this first overtime period. That ball bounces and gets past Davis, and now it's to Robinson. So Robinson's going to try to get it out wide to Lampert. Titans again need more players in the box. The only one up there right now is Robinson. Now Henry comes over. She's got Wiley out wide. Goes all the way back to Cordry. Titans will try to get some numbers up. Cordry plays the ball in. Lampert's there. Not sure what the play was there. Almost created a lot of spin on the ball. Created a tricky hop for Rowe, but she was able to handle it. Just under 2 minutes. Big punt from Rowe. Ball somehow, 3 Illinois Wesleyan players, and it still came off of Martin and headed out of bounds. Substitution for the Titans as Alexis Shackelford comes in. She replaces Sophie Lampert. Maybe designed to give Lampert a little bit more of a break. Tofflin comes over. Now Robinson and Tofflin battle for it. Bouncing ball on the sideline. Dahlquist comes in, serves a ball to the middle, right into the teeth of the Wheaton defense. As the Titans will try to pressure on that side and get a turnover. Cordray forces the action back. Stolen by Robinson, who steps on the ball and falls. And now a foul called on the far side against the Titans, against Taylor Hahn. Free kick for Wheaton. Under a minute here left in the first overtime period. Wheaton in no hurry here. Bouncing ball, Wiley. Now the ball served toward the middle. Harris there. Trying to play it out wide. Pressure from Clausen. Ball goes forward. Clausen again with it. And she finds Davis in the middle with 17 seconds on the clock. Ball goes out wide. Dahlquist will shepherd it out of bounds.
10, 9,
and likely not be in any hurry to throw it in with less than 10 seconds remaining.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
And that will conclude the first overtime period. Still knotted up at 1. We'll take a 2-minute break, and then we'll be back with the last 10 minutes of overtime. You're watching the CCIW Women's Soccer Tournament on the Titan Broadcast Network.
At NCAA Championships, noise is made here. Memories are made here. Champions win here. The only thing missing here is you. The NCAA Division III Women's Volleyball Championship, coming to Bloomington, Illinois this December. Get your seats at ncaa.com/tickets.
Welcome to Titan Table Talk, the podcast that takes you inside Illinois Wesleyan athletics. Each week, I sit down with Titan coaches and student athletes to share their stories, analysis, and insights on what it means to be a Titan.
Really love each other and want to support each other.
We just have a really strong family component.
Tune in to Titan Table Talk on YouTube, IWUsports.com, and 88.1 WESN every Monday at 7 p.m.
We didn't just want to add strains, we wanted to add results. So at Just Thrive, we were very specific about finding strains that work synergistically to improve the overall microbiome in a way that you could feel it. For example, reducing bloating, improving the immune response, improving digestion, working on leaky gut. These are all things you will feel when you start to use a product that is formulated in a synergistic way. Try the Just Thrive probiotic and antioxidant and see how microbial synergy works for you.
Back at Nice Field on the campus of Illinois Wesleyan University. Still knotted up 1 apiece here between the Wheaton Thunder and the Titans of Illinois Wesleyan University. 10 more minutes of sudden death overtime remaining, which is always a little nervy. But everyone knows what's waiting on the other side of that if we remain tied, and that's a penalty shootout to determine who takes on the top seed North Central Cardinals on Wednesday night in Naperville. Not a lot of action in that first overtime period. Titans with 3 shots, the Thunder credited with 1. Teams are heading back out to the field now. Both teams finding their goals in the second half. In this second overtime period, they'll be heading in the direction that they scored. So maybe good vibes for both teams. Illinois Wesleyan had a strong second half, but could not turn quite a bit of possession in the Wheaton half into any type of real goal opportunities until they scored with about 1:20 left off of a free kick header. Wheaton has shown patient build-up most of the day. As they'll continue to look to connect here in the midfield in their build-up. Already coming out with possession here in the start of this second overtime period. It's amazing how slow 10 minutes seems to go during regulation and how fast it seems to go in overtime. Not a lot of time on the clock. Lindquist there with good possession. Give and go there, Davis and Strong, but that is broken up by Dahlquist, who now has it on her foot, is racing down the touchline. Dahlquist still with it, gonna look for an opportunity to cross. Weak rolling ball into the box, but that's picked off. Good movement by Henry, I believe. And now a ball into the box, but too close to the keeper by Hahn. Good idea, needed to bend that away from the keeper a little bit as she had Robinson racing on. Bouncing ball over to Henry. She'll look to find Hahn again, but again, that ball's not wide enough, too deep towards the defender. Cordry with the pressure. Hahn with it. Still Hahn. Early cross, but doesn't find Robinson. Cordry staying up, pressing, and falling off the shot a little bit there. Robinson couldn't quite get her hips around that. Stay over the top, sails over the right side of the goal. First 2 minutes are gone in this second overtime period. Any goal will end it during this period. Lampert contesting the header there. Now Davis in the midfield. Hahn now running, that's Davis on it now. Sagan. And Strong. Strong looking to switch the fields. Lampert onto it. Pressing on the ball. Sophie Lampert still. Good poise by Wheaton there to maintain possession. They do find Martin. But now it's Carew that comes up and just way over hits that ball. We talked about in that second half, the Titans need to just kind of find a little bit of poise. As the clock stops for a substitution here, Walmer is going to come back into the game. She's going to replace Davis. Rowe with the goal kick. Up in the air, Wiley. Battling with Setgren. Wiley comes away with it. Still looking for an outlet, trying to turn. Finally does turn. Lampert pinned behind the Wheaton defender there, and now Wheaton comes away with it. Step in by Henry. And Henry plays it back to Harris. Harris sends it up the field, but there's no one in the center of the field for the Titans right now. Over to Lindquist. And that ball falls to Lampert. Lampert will look up. She's got Kira Robinson on the inside. Lampert takes it to the outside. Would like to get a corner out of this, if anything, and she does. So a corner kick for the Titans as they'll try to, again, try to find the head of really anybody, but Robinson and Wiley, two of the taller players on the field, are threats on any set piece. They have the two-person game going again. This time a little bit better execution as the ball comes in. Far post, over the head of Dahlquist. Really looking for that service to be a hard, low service right to the middle of that six, which is where you had Wiley and Robinson. Instead, that went to the far post where you've got Dahlquist, maybe one of the shorter players on the field, unable to reach that ball. Rowe with the goal kick, and we've gone through the first 5 minutes of the second overtime period. Wiley to Robinson, out wide to Hahn. Hahn with it, looking to move. Cuts it inside and back. Nice cross by Hahn, but she's got to get that a little bit further inward. She did such a great job of getting to that inline, but not quite getting the hips around. Really that penalty spot is looking where she'd like to hit that to keep it away from the keeper, but Rowe does a good job handling onto the ball, but then hits that ball out of bounds. Harris with the throw in. Wheaton defender falls down, and that gives possession to the Titans. Robinson goes central to Henry. Henry looking for help. She'll drop it back to Dahlquist. Dahlquist surveys the field, out to Hahn. Hahn again, good cut. Centers a ball inward. Henry unable to get to it. Now Dahlquist will jump in. Headed back down, Dahlquist again. Ball hammered out of bounds. 4 minutes remaining. Titans looking for a way in to try to find that all-important second goal. Hahn and Dahlquist trying to work on this near side. Titans with a couple players up in the box. Henry now makes a run to the corner. Ball to Hahn. Here comes Martin. Late charge by Martin. Now Dahlquist with the ball. As Wheaton trying to work their way out of this Titan pressure, and another throw in for Illinois Wesleyan as it's gotten jammed down into this corner. Right idea with Dahlquist. It was a good throw, but too much mustard on it. Runs out of bounds. Hahn can't catch up to it. Substitution as Kate Creighton comes in for the Thunder. She's going to replace Elizabeth Clausen here for the last 3.5 minutes. Starts to reach a point now where you want to make sure that you've got your penalty takers on the field. You have to choose your 11, your shooting order from the 11 on the field. So you may see some substitutions tactically to try to accommodate that. Wiley down in the corner, gets across in, handled by Rowe. Good work by Wiley. As we're down to the final 3 minutes. That ball bounces over Robinson. Another substitution looks to be coming in for Wheaton. As again, it may be a strategy for gearing up for penalties here, as there's only 2.5 minutes left in this overtime period. Will we get to penalties? Henry with the header back up. Lampert challenging. It's going to be a throw in to the Thunder. Clock stops as the substitution comes in. It's going to be number 33, Liza Tim, a forward, freshman out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. And interestingly, it's Martin who comes off. Ball comes central to Wiley. Tangle the legs there as Lindquist did a really good job of taking the ball off of Wiley. Wiley then committing the foul. And with just under 2 minutes, this provides a nice free kick opportunity for the Thunder to push numbers up. If you're Illinois Wesleyan, you have to think about defending and then breaking for the counterattack, as the Thunder are really sending up quite a few numbers here. So they'll take their chance to try to scrap a goal. This is how they found their goal in regulation. But that carries all the way back to Gray. And a foul was whistled there. As Gray had possession of the ball, and then she got hammered. Vanessa also on the Illinois Wesleyan wrestling team, so I think she may be able to tough it out, although if we head to PKs, she's going to have an important role to play.
1 minute remaining.
1 minute remaining as the Titans will try to get up the field here. Ball goes to Robinson. She'll possess, goes to the center of the field, plays a good ball across to Harris, but Harris unable to corral it on first touch, keeps it in bounds. Tries to play it up to Lampert, and that heads out of bounds. Ball's played back to Cordry. She plays it forward. No one there to battle for it. Titans need to bring this ball down. Out wide to Lampert. Now to Wiley. 15 seconds. She's going to have to try to get a shot off. Instead, she tries to go wide, easily picked off by Ittersagen. And it appears we are definitely headed into a penalty shootout.
3, 2, 1, 0.
So 1-1 after regulation in 2 overtime periods. It's going to come down to a PK shootout. Trying to watch Gray as she comes off of the field again, as she took a knock there after that free kick. I think it might have made her more angry than anything. And interestingly that we talked about players to watch in this match. We talked about Martin at the top of the broadcast, and she found her goal for Wheaton. And now Vanessa Gray, who had a couple of great saves, especially in the first half against Wheaton, is now going to be between the sticks for a penalty shootout. So again, someone not recruited to Illinois Wesleyan as a goalkeeper, although she had played goalkeeper in the past, but not really recruited as a goalkeeper to Illinois Wesleyan, is now going to find herself in goal in a penalty shootout with an opportunity to advance in the CCIW Women's Soccer Tournament. So high drama coming up here at Nice Field. About a minute on the clock as the coaches will submit their lineups for penalties.
Who do we got?
Clock winds down as the officials seem set to go.
Oh, it's got to be the same people who left.
Yeah, it's 19, 22, 16.
Both teams look to be in good spirits. There are no overtime periods or penalty shootouts during the regular season, so I think always a bit of excitement for these players to go through an entire regular season with no penalty shootouts and then suddenly be thrust into one. Most have probably experienced this at some point of their collegiate career or in high school certainly, but just has a different feel to it. Even at the highest levels of soccer around the world, the pressure of a penalty shootout can affect even the best in the world. So kind of a game of nerves here and a game of poise, which we talked about earlier in the match. Not letting your nerves get the best of you, focusing on your mechanics and kind of getting the job done. Each team will have 5 penalties. And if a winner is not determined in the first 5 penalties, then it continues to sudden death. So coin flip here to determine shooting order. Teams will have determined, do we want to go first? Do we want to go second? Different strategies for different teams. Sometimes some mind games trickled in there as well. So the shootout's going to be here down at the east goal. Couldn't tell what happened there with the coin toss. I think perhaps Wheaton may be shooting first. It looks like Vanessa Gray's headed back to goal, but of course both goalies will be down there, so. So it must be different rules in college because Martin was not on the field at the end of regulation, but she is listed as a penalty taker. So you can avoid all my conversation about substitutions for penalty takers. That must be an international rule, but not a rule for college. And interestingly enough, Wheaton also going with a different goalkeeper for the shootout. It's Elizabeth Netz, the sophomore out of Kalamazoo, Michigan, and not Leah Rowe. Leah Rowe, the freshman out of Wheaton, was your goalkeeper for regulation, but now here is Elizabeth Netz, who must be a penalty shot specialist, coming in here for a very important penalty shootout. And it looks like it will be the Titans shooting first, and it's going to be Bree Cordray stepping up to take the first one for the Titans. The senior captain out of Bloomington, Illinois, went to University High School. He's going to look to try to get things started on the right note for the Titans. So it'll be Codre against Nets. Only thing we need now is a ball, which they finally found. So Game supervisor Brian Ayersman did a great job of collecting all the game balls after the overtime period, but we still need one, Brian. So the ball handed to Bree Cordray. She'll be able to set it down. Assuming that during this last week that the teams have been practicing these, knowing that during tournament soccer, this will be a possibility. Short step back for Cordray. And nets in goal. Waiting for the signal from the official. And Cordray in off of the post. Wow. Gets the Titans started. And now stepping up is going to be the leader for the Wheaton team, Liv Martin, against Vanessa Gray. Martin now ready to take her kick against Gray. And goes the opposite way. Nice, calm, cool, collected finish for Liv Martin. You would expect no different from the sophomore out of White House Station, New Jersey. An anchor for this Thunder team. And she answers. Taylor Hahn now stepping up for the Titans. Sophomore out of Metamora. Played an excellent game on the outside. Did a lot of running during the game, also with a very short walk up against nets. And a great save by Nets as really just kind of a soft shot attempt by Hahn. Assuming that Nets would maybe be out of the middle, and Nets able to knock it out with her foot. Brooke Ittersagen now, the freshman from Wheaton, stepping up. You kind of see that in professional men's soccer quite a bit. Well, they'll go right down the middle because the goalkeepers are taking away the corners, big, tall, athletic goalkeepers. Ittersagen now to put Wheaton ahead. And she misses wide. Gray had that corner covered. And so we've had one make and one miss. As next up for the Titans, number 19, Kira Robinson, the sophomore out of Bloomington, Indiana. Takes a nice slow walk up as Nets will head back into the net. Nets 5'9", again out of Kalamazoo. As Robinson looks to put the Titans back on top. And a nicely slotted penalty by Robinson. She puts the Titans up 2-1. Jogging up to the ball now, the other leading scorer for this Thunder squad, Lily Lindquist. Also played the duration of regulation and overtime, a junior out of Matamidi, Minnesota. And again, Gray in the goal for the Titans. The opportunity, short walk up again for for Lindquist. And she slots it easily. Gray guessing the wrong way. And Lindquist calmly putting it to the left side of the goal, all knotted up at 2 apiece. As we head into the fourth attempts. Leading off the fourth attempt here for the Titans, number 10, Jenna Gravitt, senior out of Morton, Illinois. And she goes right down the middle, and that's saved by Nets. So the Titans have hit 2 PKs right at the goalkeeper, and Nets has not missed either one of them. And so now Wheaton with a chance to take the lead here in this penalty shootout. Looks like it's going to be Cammie Toughlin. She's a freshman out of Palatine, Illinois, Fremd High School. She takes her time getting to the spot. And the Titans hoping that Vanessa Gray can come up with something here to keep the Titans in this PK shootout. Toughlin takes her steps back, looking to put Wheaton in front in the penalty shootout. And she does as she tucks it just inside the left post. And Wheaton now leads 3-2. So it looks like Kaylee Carew, the senior from Peoria, product of Peoria Notre Dame, will be stepping up to the spot for the Titans. And Kaylee has to make this in order for the PK shootout to continue. She's trying to knot this up at 3 and at least give Vanessa Gray a chance to extend the penalty shootout. Elizabeth Netz, the sophomore, has already come up with 2 big saves for the Wheaton Thunder to put them in this position, and now Carew trying to at least keep Illinois Wesleyan alive. And right down the center, except that one had some mustard on it. Ties it up at 3. And now it's number 14, Marissa Davis, the junior from Franklin, Tennessee, with a chance to send the Thunder into the semifinal. This will be the final of the 5 kicks per team. If Davis is to put it in, the Thunder will take on North Central on Wednesday. She shakes out the nerves. Gray in the goal. A little more slanted towards the right side. Here it comes. And Wheaton is headed to the semifinal as Marissa Davis sends the Thunder into the second round of the CCIW Women's Soccer Tournament. A tough way to end the season for the Titans, as they just could not come up with enough magic to win here on their home field. Congratulations to the Thunder of Wheaton College as they advance toward trying to secure the automatic bid that comes with winning the CCIW Women's Soccer Tournament. And congratulations to Illinois Wesleyan on a strong season, securing the 4th seed and hosting a home tournament game here at Nice Field. Congratulations to both teams for a hard-fought match. Both teams really doing their best, leaving it all out on the field. And the Titans today just coming up a little bit short. We thank you all for joining us and for supporting the Titans this year on the Titan Broadcast Network. And we hope to see you for future Titan broadcasts as we'll continue. Basketball season right around the corner, and you can switch over to watch Titan women's volleyball right now. Thanks again to Tyler Wilson and the entire broadcast crew. And that's it from Nice Field in Illinois Wesleyan. The Titans dropping this one in a penalty shootout 4-3 to the Wheaton Thunder. So long for now.